Single called out, "Wait, you still lost to Kong Maru. Accept it. You don't have the talent." Dong Trai sneered and said, coldly, "If I were you, I'd worry more about the match this weekend. Better start preparing." His bespectacled friend grumbled, "Hasn't this gone too far already?" Dong Trai, paying no heed, went on confidently. "First of all, I know a lot of top players, as well as other seniors. Many second and third year students can't abide single. So naturally, they'll join us." The friend, thinking it sounded like something out of Sun Tzu's Art of War, started scribbling all that Dong Trai told him in his notebook, but his slow-thinking mind couldn't absorb all the things that Dong Trai meant beneath the words, so he requested, "Could you tell me again?" Senior, while they grumbled to themselves, Juna was yelling out Damaru, who continued practicing his ball tricks by himself. At last, he turned around, upon hearing Juna yell, "It's over. Let's go." But Maru got it wrong, assuming she said, "Come on, go on." He kept going on, making Juna sigh with frustration. "That's not what I said. You're such a hopeless one." Occasionally, with no other option, Juna tossed a towel to Maru, approached and began drying his hair, stating, "Let's go already. It's done." Maru, with tears in his eyes, wept, "So I lost, didn't I?" Juna, frustrated now, replied, "No, you won, you idiot." Smiling and jokingly verifying, "You've won." Abruptly, Maru shrieked in shock, "Oh my god, I won." Confused still, Garo, observing, asked, "How did this occur? How could I win?" Juna, fed up with the explanation, shook her shoulders and matter-of-factly replied, "I give up. I already explained. I don't know, but hey, you did good. Now let's get something to eat with that." The two of them departed from the soccer field, leaving Sungho behind. He stood there observing the two walk away. His thoughts filled with mixed emotions. But regardless of what he was thinking, standing in the rain, wetting his hair was not acceptable, so he decided to head back too. Then his bespectacled buddy came up, complimenting Sungho and making him feel terrific. "That was a great shot. You ought to concentrate on that." Still basking in compliments, Sungho said, "Well, the goalkeeper wasn't very good, that's why I won." The buddy, sounding as if he was attempting to recruit him, asked, "Why do you not play for senior Dong Trai's team? The majority of the seniors are coming with him, and I reckon you'd find yourself at home." Sungho hesitated, glancing the way that Kong Maru and Juna had gone. Taking a moment's pause, he grunted him, "Sounds good to me." Upon hearing that, the friend who wore spectacles was exhilarated. "You're going to be quite a player now." Now, Sungho, though, didn't want to become too chummy, informing him there's no need to get all buddy-buddy, "You look miserable." In spite of that, the two of them walked off the field together. Meanwhile, in the shower room of the club, Single and the team captain were soaking in the hot water after practice. The captain told him, "You went a bit too far with Dong Trai. Despite our dislike, he's a critical member of the team, and we need the two of you for the nationals to be sincere. Dong Trai is senior to you, and if this continues, it would give the freshman a bad idea." Single fell quiet for some time before finally giving his slow responses. "So he's more senior? He doesn't have to continue like that forever. That is why I must make him learn how to listen to others. That obnoxious jerk should learn his lesson." On the other hand, Dong Trai was also thinking the same thing, "That cursed Single, I have to beat him. I'll kick him out of the team and go to the national tournament." Dong Trai went into a gym, the first person he wished to meet, Shinon being the star striker of Haza High School. Jinon welcomed him with a smile. "What do you want here? Dong Trai, have you already given that first-year kid a lesson?" The question caught Dong Trai stuttering and could not answer. After hearing Dong Trai explain his scheme, Jin Yuan smiled, saying naturally, "I will join your group, but how about Gu and Minjun? Are they your allies as well?" Jinan added, "Honestly, Single is a great player but no coach, and another thing, that first-year kid you're talking about, he'll likely feel the same way when he's a third year. I've already drawn up my application to become a professional soccer team member. We can't depart without winning or titles, but all he does is preach fundamentals. He doesn't care about us at all." It was then that someone came by yelling, "Why are you not going on to clean up this?" surprised Jenin, who responded quickly, "Yes, sir." As he departed, he turned around to face Dong Trai and stated, "Regardless of what happens, I'm on your side witnessing this." Dong Trai was elated. At the very moment, someone yelled out, "Hey ho! Dong Trai!" He spun around and spotted two familiar faces smiling at him. "It's been a while, hasn't it?" "That surely is Ho Dong Trai," they chuckled. Dong Trai sheepishly said, "Yeah. It's been a while." The two happened to be none other than Li Ziho and Kim Zio, who were both representing